Good morning, students. Now today is the last class for the chapter number 2. In the last class we have seen that function, then what range and the domain. Now today we will continue with the miscellaneous exercise of chapter number 2. See the first question. The first question is the relation f is defined by fx is equal to the first question of miscellaneous exercise 2. Fx is equal to x square where 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3 and 3x when 3 less than x less than equal to 10. Now second function is given gx. X square where 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 2 and 3x 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 10. Show that function f and g is not, so that f is a function but g is not a function. Now first of all we will write the order pair. We know that for function f I will consider 0 to 10 as a x. We know that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and that way till 10. If I will consider 0, I have to put here 0 square is 0. If I will put 1, because 0 to 3 we have to consider this function. If I will put 1, 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9. Now for 3 we have to consider this also. So if I will write 3 here, then 3 of 3, then answer is 3 3s are 9. So we will not write another order pair for 3 because it is same 3 9. Now for 4, 4 3s are 12 and so on so on so on. If I will put 10, then it is 10 into 3 30. But if I will write g, now same way 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on so on so on for 10. Now if I will put 0, we get 0. If I will put till 2, 1, it is 1, 2 square is 4, but here also for the function 3x we have to put 2. If I will put 2 in place of x, we get 2 3s are 6. So another pair is 2 6. So if I will put 3 3s are 9, then remaining are same, 3 4s are 12 and it is 30. Here we have observed that the another pair for 3 is 9 only. See this as 3 square and this as 3 into 3. But here this answer is 2 square and this answer is 3 into 2. So x is same but its answer is not same. Hence this is not a function, because the definition of function is always we get a unique pair. Unique order pair means one question, one answer. Here one question 2, answer is 4 and for the same question 2, another answer is 6. So this is not a uniqueness satisfied. Hence question 1, f is a function but g is not a function. Now second question. The second question is very simple question. We have done the last question of exercise 2.3 in terms of temperature, which is Celsius and Fahrenheit. The relation is given. Here also in question number 2, the relation is given. F of x is equal to x square. This is the function and we have to find f of 1.1 minus f of 1 upon 1.1 minus 1. Now we know that f of 1.1 means we will put 1.1 here. So it is 1.1 square minus 1 square upon 1.1 minus 1. Now we know that this is 1.1 square. You may write either 1.21 or you can consider this as a square minus b square. According to a square minus b square, what we will say? 1.1 minus 1, 1.1 plus 1 upon 1.1 minus 1. This will get cancelled. So answer is 1.1 plus 1, that is 2.1. This is our final answer. Clear? So the final answer is 1.1 whole square, because x square is 1.1 square and f of 1 square is 1. Okay. Now this way we will get the final answer for question number 2. Now third question, find the domain of the function f. See, in the third question, domain means possible values of x. Here fx is given x square plus 2x plus 1 and denominator is x square minus 8x plus 12. As I told you, domain means all possible values of x where function is defined. Now we know that here this is in the form of a by b. If we consider a equal to 0, it's okay. Answer is 0. But if I will consider b equal to 0, we can say function is not defined. So what we have to find first of all? We have to find the first of all values of x where the function becomes 0, where the quadratic equation gives 0, and that we will not consider for this question. Otherwise, if I will consider that this denominator gives 0 and result function is not defined, so we will not consider that particular two value. We know that because of quadratic equation there are only two values. Now we find the roots, that is x square minus 8x plus 12. Now factor of 12 which gives us 8. So we can say x square minus 6x minus 2x plus 12. Now we can take common x, we will get x minus 6 here, minus 2, x minus 6. So the possible values of x are 6 and 2. So finally we say that domain of this function df is equal to whole real number set minus 6 and 2. We know that order is not important. You may write 2, 6 also. You will get the same mark. Now fourth question is find the domain and the range of the real function f defined by fx is equal to under root of x minus 1. Again, we know that how to find domain. Domain means where the function is defined. We will not solve this question properly. I will just explain you. X minus 1, which is nothing but the square root, and we know that square root is possible only for greater than or equal to 0. So we have to consider this x minus 1 greater than or equal to 0, and therefore x is greater than or equal to 1. So this is domain, and after putting these values of x in this, whatever you get as a fx, that is your answer, is considered as the range. Okay. Same way, fifth question. The function is find the domain and range of the real function defined by fx is equal to modulus of x minus 1. Modulus of x minus 1. Now we know that this is only numerator part, so it is defined everywhere. But we know that this modulus function, okay, so it defined everywhere, so domain of this function is nothing but real number set. But the range means answer set. If I will put 1, then my answer is 0. If I will put 1, I will get 0. If I will put 0, inside the modulator is minus 1, but result is 1. So in general, we know that the modulus function gives either 0 or more than 0. So in general we can say that it is r minus r minus, means whole real number set minus negative real number gives us the range of this function. Clear? Range of the function is capital R minus R minus. Capital R means real number set, R minus means the negative real number set. Now question number 6. See, in question number 6, the question is given f is equal to x square upon 1 plus x square. X belongs to I. Now, this function defined from R to R. Determine the range of f. Range means answer set. Now we know that here x belongs to R. So definitely x square is greater than or equal to 0. This implies 1 plus x square is greater than or equal to 1. Why? Because if I will put any number, negative number, it becomes positive. And worst situation, if I will put 0, then answer gives 1. So answer is greater than or equal to 1. Hence, it is clearly seen that numerator is always smaller than denominator, even not equal to denominator, right? Always smaller than denominator. And in this case, we know that in this case, we always get answer between 0 to 1. Okay, but here we know that x square is either 0 or greater than 0. We have to consider it is close 0. So finally, the range set is close interval 0 to open interval 1. When we will get 1? When numerator and denominator are equal, in that case only we get answer 1. But here there is no case which gives numerator equal to denominator. Every time numerator is smaller than denominator, so we never get 1. It is always smaller than 1. So maximum till 1 but not 1. But if I will put 0, my answer is 0 as numerator is 0. So we have to consider 0 to open interval 1. This is the range of the function. Okay, this is the important question for the exam also. This kind of question will come in even GUJCAT exam also. Now question number 7. See, in question number 7, the question is f and g both from real number set R to R. Fx is given x plus 1. Gx is given 2x minus 3. And the question is find f plus g, f minus g and f upon g. Now first of all, f from R to R, g from R to R, then f plus minus and into. G is always defined from domain of f intersection domain of g to R. Here domain of f and domain of g is R, so the intersection must be R. So we can say it is R only. So it is R to R. Now first question, f plus g of x is simple, fx plus gx. So what we will write? X plus 1 plus 2x minus 3. So x and 2x gives 3x minus 2. Same way, I will not solve f minus g, but I will give you f minus g as a homework. Now third, last and very important for MCQ. F by g is always defined from, again, domain of f intersection domain of g, that is R to R, but one more condition is here, and that condition is where g is different from 0. G is different from 0. Now observe this. You already studied in 9th standard. When this function is 0, you have to consider this value 0. So it gives x is equal to 3 by 2. If I will consider x is equal to 3 by 2, I will get 0. And why will not consider z equal to 0 as a domain? Because g is now in the denominator. So f by g of x, the formula is fx by gx. And that's why the answer is same. X plus 1 upon 2x minus 3. But one more condition is there, that is x is different from 3 by 2. As I told you, if I will consider 3 by 2, then denominator becomes 0 and the function is not defined. Hence, that value of x is not considered in this particular f by g. Otherwise, it is considerable R for f plus g, f minus g, f as well as f into g. Now, question number 8. See, also question number 8 is important question for MCQ. See, in question number 8, the question is already given that f1 1 2 3 0 minus 1 and minus 1 minus 3. You know that order pair means this is the value of x and this is the value of answer, that is f of x. One function is given, f of x is equal to ax plus b, and they want to find the value of a and b. A and b belongs to z. Now first of all, as I told you, if I will put x equal to 1, my answer of fx is 1. So I will put 1 here, and a into 1 plus b, that is simply a plus b. So finally a plus b is equal to 1. This is equation number 1 by putting 1 1 value. If I will put 2 3, but better than 2 3, instead of 2 3 we will put 0 minus 1. If I will put 0, then x is 0 but f of x is minus 1. This will be x, this will be fx. So x will be 0. So final answer minus 1 is equal to a into 0 plus b. So finally we write b is equal to minus 1. This is equation number 2. Now substitute this value of b equal to minus 1 in equation 1. We will get a minus 1 is equal to 1 and hence a is equal to 2. This is our final answer. So now we are interested to find the value of a and b. A is 2, b is minus 1. This is your question number 8. This is an important question for MCQ. Now question number 9 I will give you as a homework, because the relation from n to n defined by relation R is equal to order pair AB such that AB belongs to natural number and A is equal to B square. Are the following true and false? Only you have to decide whether it is true and false. Mostly this kind of question will not come in the exam because true false will not come in the exam. Now question number 10. A is given, B is given, F is given 1 5, 2 9, 3 1, 4 5 and 2 11. Are the following is true and false? Again true and false, and you have to justify your answer whether it is right or wrong. If wrong, why? You have to only explain. Now as we know that this function is a relation but this function is not a function. Why? Because observe the order pair. One of the order pair for question number 10 I will write. One of the order pair is 2 9 and another is 2 11. So this is not called as a unique order pair and hence it is not a function. Now question number 11. See in the question 11, f be the subset of z cross z defined by function f is equal to ab comma a plus b, where a b belongs to z. Is f a function from z to z? Now we have to decide whether the function this is a function or not. As we know that if the uniqueness is maintained, then it is function, otherwise it is not a function. Now we know that a b belongs to z. It means once I will consider a equal to 0 and b is equal to 1, and in another case I will consider a equal to 1, b is equal to 0. Now what is the result? In this, the left side, which is known as question, that is 0 into 1, and this side 0 plus 1, and in this way 1 into 0, and here 1 plus 0. Answer is 0 comma 1. Answer is 0 comma 1. Observe this. Question A and B are different, but the resulted order pair are unique. You can take this kind of different number and then decide whether your answer is right or wrong. Okay? Now see here. We can take example only. Suppose I will consider 2 and 3. Then we know that 2, because of 2 and 3, we get answer 2 into 3, 6, and here 2 plus 3, 5. But suppose I will consider 6 and 1. What happened here? 6 ones are 6, but 6 plus 1, 7. Is uniqueness maintained? No. So this is not a function from z to z. Now last question, let a is equal to 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13, and let function f from a to n be defined as f of n is equal to the highest prime factor of n. Find the range of f. I will give you the last question as a homework. When you are able to solve this question, when you know the answer of prime factor. If you know the prime factor, then only you are able to answer the question number 12. Prime factor means, first of all, we have to write the simple factor of all the, for example, 9. Then factor of 9 are 1 and 9. Another is 3 into 3. Now out of this, 3 is prime, 9 is not prime, 1 is neither prime nor composite. So you have to write only 3. So we have to write 9 comma 3, because 9 is question and 3 is called the highest prime factor. This way you have to write all the order pair and check whether your answer is same or different. Okay. Only you have to write the range. So at last we have to write second entry, second entry, second entry, second entry, and then list out the second entry in curly bracket. That is known as range. Okay, this is your question number 2. Now finally our second chapter is completed, and we will continue with third chapter, online classes, which is started by our school on the Zoom. Okay, thank you students.